Welcome to the Scan Father podcast. If you got questions or problems, the Scan Father has the answers. The strength of a family, like the strength of an army, lies in its loyalty to each other. When you decide you want to be something, you can be it.
All right, what's up? It's Kwame, aka MRI Man. Welcome to the Scan Father podcast. You got the questions, I got the answers. But yeah, man, today's a great day. It's Monday. Got up hella early today. Got up at 4 a.m. Get ready for my Jiu-Jitsu class. Starts at 5:15 a.m. And I'm tired of making excuses like, I got to pick up the kids, I got to clean, I got to do this and that. So with Jiu-Jitsu, there's several different times I can come in. So there's no excuses. I'll come in on my days off. So that's why I've been trying to hit up this morning class, and it's been working out. And I think it's a good way to start the day, man. You're going to burn hella calories. That's number one. But on top of that, Jiu-Jitsu just does so many things for me, man. It's a camaraderie. It's like you're part of a team, right? And I've always been like an MMA fan, and being able to learn the moves and apply them in sparring and stuff like that, it really shows you where you're at on the totem pole, right? Because we all have an idea of like what you're gonna do in a fight or what you can and cannot do, and sometimes that's clouded and that's not the reality. Just because you're a big guy and you work out and lift weights doesn't mean you're gonna slam some little dude to the ground. I'll tell you that right now. I had people half my size, arm bar me, catch me slipping. It's just a lot of technique, and it's a lot of fun. You'll find out that a lot of people who do jiu-jitsu are very intelligent and just, really smart people, man. And they care about their health. And those are the kind of people I want to be around. You know what I mean? Tired of kicking it, drinking beer, smoking, doing this and that. That's all done. You know what I mean? I highly recommend you guys try some jiu-jitsu, try a martial art, maybe Muay Thai or something like that. But it is tough, man. You are going to get beat up. I take some L's, take some wins, but anytime I make it to the mat, for me, it's a win. I'm getting up, I'm doing something, I'm active, I'm losing weight. I was at like, 4 or 5 months ago, I was at like 244. I'm down to 228. And I've gone on and off with jiu-jitsu. I was doing it in 2019. Got injured, now I'm back. You know what I mean? So it's like going back and forth. But anyway, this video is about stress, how to handle stress, all the stressful situations, and, working in MRI, working in the medical field. It's unavoidable, man. It's just how you take it in and how your perception on everything, on what's going on. And I'm going to give you guys some examples and talk to you about sometimes, the times I went through some crazy stress and, it's nuts, So this is a question that I got, like, MRI Man, how do you deal with stress? I'm stressed out at work. I want to quit. And, let me tell you, man, you're not the only one in the medical field that's dealt with stress, whether it be MRI, nursing, it doesn't matter. We all deal with this burnout and, we want to quit. We want to leave the bedside per se or whatever. And I'll talk to you about how the first times I got stressed in MRI. Of course, when you're a student, you have that, you have the stress of, I don't know how to learn. I don't know how to. But look, after you learn everything and you're scanning by yourself and, things are different. It's a different type of stress, right? There's no, I'm going to blame my teacher for my mistakes. It's the mistakes you make are on you. But yeah, let's get into that. One of my most stressful situations that I just wanted to like get up and leave and just walk out of the freaking building. Sorry, man. Some people are calling me now. Like, come on, dude. So this was a situation, man. I worked at this extremely busy outpatient center, and this outpatient center was never like that. And they ended up getting another machine, and you have one machine, you're working on one, there's another one right behind you, and you're involved with both machines. All the problems that machine has with their patients, you're gonna hear it. Like, oh, what protocol should we do? You know what I mean? It's like you're involved, dude. I can't get an IV. You got to still go start an IV for someone. And I went from doing like 12 patients a day with 2 techs to doing like 38 to 40 with 2 techs and one non-tech aide, and it was a whole nother beast. And don't get me wrong, I'm very tough and I love to put the work in, but god damn, dude, like there's only so much a man can take, right? And I just remember just having stacks of paper, being so behind. I'm behind maybe an hour and a half. Patients complaining. You got management coming in. What's going on? Why are you behind? And it's like that's when I get stressed out. You know what I mean? Like you got management on you, you got patients on you, and then you have your coworkers stressed out. They're angry, they're mad, they're complaining the whole time. And once that happens, it's just a tornado of everyone being stressed. And then you go to the break room and you hear, oh man, I'm stressed out. Oh, da, da, da. You keep hearing that. And, at this time, I needed to literally, like on my break, I went for a walk. And there's like this little park by where I used to work, and I walked up there, walked to the park, walked back, and just doing some breathing training. You can look up several methods on how to control your breathing, and I did that. Calm down, having a little anxiety, and I was drinking energy drinks. What the hell was I drinking? Celsius. I don't really mess with that Celsius anymore. It's not for me, man. Tastes really good, but nah, it was giving me like anxiety on top of anxiety. So cut that out. And, I would just work out after work and, hit the bag and just think about it. I'm like, how do I change this situation? I can grow and adapt to this situation, or I can get out of it. I decided to get out of it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to continue in this work environment. It's just not worth it. It's just taking a toll on me and stressing me out. So I had to find a way out. And I just started applying for jobs, job after job, and ended up finding a job. And it is a commute, but I'd rather go on that commute and arrive at work and just be at peace when I'm at work. I'm just not dealing with that type of stress. And don't get me wrong, there's days where even at my current job I stress out, of course. But I'm dealing with it differently now. You know what I mean? You can only do what you can, okay? And they can only hold you in that spot for so long. My contract does not say I have to do overtime. I do my hours and I just leave. And that's that. And don't get me wrong, I push, I work hard, I do what I can. I'm one of the hardest working people, And some people will get stressed out, we get really busy and they're like, oh no, I can't handle it. This is crazy. Da, da, da. And me now, I'm like, I'm going to do what I can. And if I can't finish, we're going to have to do them tomorrow, or hire some more people to continue 24 hours. So think about that. You're only one man. You can only do what you do. Do what you can. That's about it. It's that simple. And you got to have that mentality. Or these places are just going to eat you alive, and that's not cool. And on top of that, I ain't gonna lie, jiu-jitsu has made me a way calmer person, because in jiu-jitsu I'm dealing with I'm in high stress situations. I have people trying to choke me out. I have people trying to armbar me. You know what I mean? Like, and and I be getting out of those situations, or sometimes they get me. But when I go to work, there's nobody trying to choke me out. There's no one trying to armbar me. You know what I mean? There's nothing like that. So I've already been to stressful situations. So when I go to work, it's easy. I'm calm. Kwame, why are you so calm? No one's trying to fucking strangle me. You know what I mean? And with the weight training, which I've been going hard. I've been going hard on the weight training. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been going hard for, what has it been, like a year? I've gained so much muscle and so much strength, and I really push myself. When I go work out, I fucking push myself. I really do. And so when I move patients, it's easy. I already lifted the weight, so I don't have the weight of stress while I'm at work. So you gotta push yourself and put yourself in stressful situations outside of work, controlled, to be able to deal with your job. That's a science that I've come up with, and I've heard other people talk about it. And it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu. It can be like swimming. Go swim hella laps, or go run. Push yourself hard and run and really get your heart rate up and your sweat, and you're pushing yourself to the point where you almost want to give up, or you're almost crying, and that shit makes you tough, And then so you build a strong mentality. You build this callus on your mind where you can't be broken. Because fuck them, dude. Fuck all the bullshit. People trying to like talk down to you at work, like doctors. And, oh, we need this. Oh, I'm going to report you. Oh, I'm going to fire you. Like, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm putting in the work. Be happy I'm here. You got one of the best techs in the game. That's the mentality. I don't get crazy with you. You don't get crazy with me. Everybody knows what time I'm off. You know where I be. You know what I mean? Like, you wanna catch me on the mats, like whatever. Like, I'm tired of these doctors and sometimes nurses, trying to talk to us like that. And it's like, all right, you're talking to me like that on the phone. Come down here and talk to me like that in my face. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, man, just look, dude. This life that we have is short. And if you let little shit bother you, ask yourself, that little shit that happened at work, is it going to matter in like 5 years? Are you going to look back at it? Then if it's not going to matter in 5 years, then that doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? So don't pay attention to all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Oh, Gary, he ate my yogurt. Oh, the front person, they didn't check in somebody late, and you're getting all mad for the whole day. Fuck that, dude. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Oh, they should have told me about this implant. Well, they didn't. So what? Reschedule it. What's the point? What's the point? What's the point of getting mad and shit at work like that? What's the point? There's no point. All that energy, all that stress is going to harm you. You get stressed out, now you're like, oh, I need a drink after work. Oh, I need to smoke weed. Oh man. Oh, I got to go hard. Nah, fuck all that, dude. I'm not playing those games. Or you come to work and your parts beating all fast. Oh, why the, no. We're not doing that anymore. It's 2024. We ain't doing that shit. So, and if the situation is like harassing you guys, if they're not letting you take breaks, that shit's illegal. And you need to get out of that situation. And I told you guys before, dude, and you're telling me, oh, I can't find a job. Oh, the pay is low. If you want the money's there. But guess what? It's not going to come to you. You have to go get it. You have to go. You have to move. You have to go back to school. You guys trying to make 150 grand a year, 200 grand, 250K. It's not it's not going to be an MRI. You can probably reach 120. I mean, you can double it, but that means you're doing double the work and you're going to go freaking crazy. I care about my health. There's got to be a balance. You know what I mean? So I know if you have kids, it's hard. And I know. But you got to think about that early on, like, hey, I'm having a kid soon. Do I want to raise my kid here? Start looking at locations. But sometimes you don't even have to move that far. That's what I'm saying. So, but that's how I deal with stress, man. My mentality is different. The way I take things, I don't let it bother me to the core because it's not really a life and death situation. You know what I mean? Oh, that person's talking shit about you. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm going to work. I'm taking care of my family. I'm bettering myself. Oh, that person doesn't like you. Oh, you should try to talk to them. I don't give a shit if you don't like me. I'm a nice person. I show respect to everybody. I'm a team player. If you don't like me, I don't care. I do not care. I'm not trying to impress anybody anymore. I'm not trying to do nothing, dude. You know what I mean? I used to I need to rock these shoes and I have to dress like this because I got to look cool for I don't give a fuck, dude. I buy what I like. I do what I like. And I don't give a damn, dude. I don't care. I don't care about all that flashy shit. People trying to stunt, do this and that. I don't care. Oh, so-and-so's getting this. So-and-so's doing. I don't give a shit, dude. I really don't. Because I feel like life, we're all on this pursuit, right? Pursuit of happiness, strong mentality, and health. I mean, that's the shit that I want. I mean, you can travel the world in 3 or 4 years, you can go everywhere. But after you come back, what do you have? Are you strong mentally? Are you strong health? Are you healthy? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do. Just always think about you start stressing about everything, even about money or where you're at in life. Think about where you started and think about where you wanted to be. I'll tell you, man, I had the worst jobs, dude. I've had every job you can think of. I worked everywhere, man. Grocery stores. I worked at loading trucks, dish rooms, Magic Mountain, movie theaters, Target. I've valet parking for a day and I quit. Trying to sell cable. You know what I mean? I was a plumber. I've done everything. I've done everything, and I always knew I'd do better. But don't beat yourself up, man. I used to live in a place that's a little smaller than my garage, and it was like a back house basically. And I was happy. I was happy to have my own spot, with my wife. And it's all perception. And I remember having a old Celica, beat up Celica, no AC. I was just happy though. I was like, this is awesome. I have a car, Or I had a truck with the fucking seatbelt didn't work too. I bought it at an auction for $400. So it's all perception. And, I was working towards something better and I was looking forward to it, but I was enjoying the journey. I really was. I like my little bench press from Big Five out there. I didn't have a gym. I was at the time I was able to do pull-ups. I was 190 doing pull-ups outside on this little bar where my door was. I had the iron gym. And I was happy, man. We were happy and it was cool. We're surviving, you know what I mean? Eating eggs, ramen, sandwiches. Now it's I can go get sushi. I can eat whatever I want. You know what I mean? And I remember getting my first car with air conditioner or whatever. And I was so happy, dude. And I appreciate it. Now I got 4 cars. You know what I mean? So it's I don't even care about cars anymore. You know what I mean? I have some cool dream cars that I want, but I already know once you get it, it's like, all right, you know, you're gonna want another one and another one and another one. So, um, but yeah, man, you got to think about that, where you started and where you wanted to be, and where I started. I was working at Target, and I wanted to be a phlebotomist. I became a phlebotomist. I wanted to be an MRI tech, and we achieved these goals. And I was like, oh, I want a bigger spot. I want to get into a house. Now we're into a house, and now it's like we're here. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, now I want to build a business and do that, and it's happening. And my wife's going to school again, so it's a journey, But you gotta find out what goals, okay, you want to meet. I mean, you made it to MRI. What's your goal in life? Like, what? Like, if they wrote, this is crazy, but if they wrote a paragraph about you in the paper, you passed away, and the obituary, like, what do you want it to say? He was an MRI tech. He owned a house and a pretty cool car. Kind of fucking legacy is that? You know what I mean? I'm not downplaying. I'm not, talking shit. But what impact? I want to leave impact on people's lives and help people. And when I come out with these stickers and these shirts, and I want to come out with some really cool art. It's basically art, to be honest with you, and something that will live forever. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's getting there. But I want to keep doing more things. Maybe write a book. Stuff like that. But you gotta have things to look forward to. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're stressing at work, you might be like one of my homies, my coworkers. He's like, whoa, whatever. He's stressing through school, but he's like, hey, I'm gonna go ride my dirt bike. Happy as hell on a dirt bike. You know what I mean? That's something that material, like clothes, like you could buy $2,000, $3,000 like shoes, and then I don't think it's gonna make you as happy as like some of those things. Like maybe some people, I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna make you as happy as like getting on like a dirt bike and riding out in the hills or something, or going snowboarding like one of my other homies. Like, you gotta have something to feel like, decompress from work. You know what I mean? Definitely work out. Got to be doing some stuff like that. Working out, going to the gym. That's like, I feel like everyone should be working out. Like, it shouldn't be, it's like, there's no question. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's some of the ways I deal with stress. I enjoy watching comedy movies, stuff like that. I enjoy making jokes myself and just joking throughout the day, and trying to laugh all the time. I'm trying to make something a joke, but when stuff is serious, don't get me wrong, I'm locked in. But it's kind of crazy, what we see all the time, and it's sad, and we see a lot of crazy stuff, but we understand that that's part of life, But you gotta have fun. That's why I have the MRI Man, the real MRI Man Instagram. I'm trying to make you guys laugh, trying to laugh a little bit. But yeah, man, don't get too worked up over everything. And you may feel like you're over and done with MRI, which that's okay too. That's fine. But start working towards something else. Even if you're MRI right now, consider taking some classes and start going for your dream. Some of you, MRI might have not been your dream. It wasn't my dream to be an MRI tech. I'll tell you that. I do enjoy it. I love the medical field. I love helping people, but it wasn't my dream as a kid to do that. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, I want to grow up and be an MRI tech. I didn't even know what it was. So that's why, I'm starting to work towards my dream. You know what I mean? Working towards things I want to do. So yeah, do that. Work towards your dream. Even if you're loving your job now, if you're a new student, Start working towards that. Trust me. After a while, you're going to start to get burned out, tired of doing MRIs, tired of the same shit. You know, I'm pretty deep in, man. I think I have about 7.5 years. And MRI is just something I do. I mean, it's not my whole life or whatever. I don't put all my emotions and all that into MRI. I mean, it's a job and I like doing it. I don't take none of the stress from MRI home. I don't try to have a heart attack at work. I try to keep calm, do my job. I'm here for, whatever X amount of hours. I clock in, I clock out, I leave. That's it. Hey, if it's hectic at work, I'm only going to do what I can. I'm not going to sit there and cry at my desk, The hell? Nobody's trying to kill me at work, you know what I mean? They don't have a gun to my head. Scan, you got 5 minutes, scan my brain. Nah, dude, we ain't doing that. So, anyway, comment below. Subscribe to my channel, The Scan Father. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Leave your questions and comments below. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the Real MRI Man store. And we out. Peace.